This is Alpha Lord MuRiDa, Special Light Love Warrior Snow Eeshah. I got some epic news for you guys. Let me put this down a little bit. I did not realize that I command this much respect and this much favor. Um, as you guys know, that I was given a special gift. I was given a very special gift. You guys know that my hobby is praying. I do a special kind of prayer that's unique to me. Uh, over 300 million star people do this prayer. Look at this. Alpha Lotus Silken Ra, High Lotus Area Lens. This is the truth, nothing but the truth. So help me, help me, Arcturian Angel. Over 300 people do my special prayer, and the Divine Collective want me to share, here later tonight, more secrets of the prayer, of the huge Ho'oponopono, that was gifted to me by the highest of command, the highest of the collectives. And is this the whole truth, nothing but the truth? So help me, Arcturian Angel. Um, I and everybody in this galaxy, I've done more prayer than anybody in this galaxy. As people know that I've turned so many spiritual things into a hobby. It's unreal. A lot of people, that they joke, because I have Palo Santo, I have sage. I mean, I have holy water. I mean, like, just so you guys know that I'm not a religious person at all. I I don't worship anybody. Um, I don't make sacrifices. There's a lot. I mean, I'm not religious one bit. I'm not even one bit religious. I literally have I have a Saint Christoph's cross. I have a Buddha, and I have a Native American spiritual thing. This right here is Mother Divine's star. This is basically the Native Americans' version of a cross. And then I get the Ganesha Buddha mala prayer beads, and then I get a Saint Christoph, like a Catholic thing. And then I that my crystals a very spiritual thing. These crystals are Tibetan things. That a lot of they're mixed between Tibetan and, like, just the different spiritual groups. Um, People, and then as you guys see, I usually have prayer beads on my wrist. I mean, I have so many prayer beads, it's unreal. And I did have rosemary. I got to get into the rosemary. So here soon I'll be wearing a rosemary. So I'm literally gonna have all the all the stuff from all the religions. Yeah, and just so you guys know, I'm close friends with Buddha. I'm close friends with Jesus. I'm close friends with the Divine Creator. I'm very close to Divine Mother. I've been I'm a person who's been born a spirit to the max. I've been truly born. I'm not talking about the Christian, the Catholic, or whatever's version. I really have been born a spirit. I have I have been brought online. When you're born of the highest spirit, you're brought online. And this is not Jesus. This is not Christian Catholic stuff. This is actually, you know, what the stuff that I did is really, you really come online. And when you're born of the highest spirit, you're more lively. You have a spring in your step, fire in your eyes. You're very passionate, because truly you are dead unless you're born a spirit. Basically, what happens is your ether merges with your divine energy body. Your ether's somewhere around here, and your ether kind of merges with your body, and it, like, it basically brings you online. And there's over 12% of us on the planet that have been brought online. And that's how we were able to overcome the Dark Federation. That's why we were able to make a big push, is because we needed at least 12 of us to come online, 12 of us to be born of the highest spirit, and that happened. And I mean, we really crushed it when that happened. As you know, you can't fight people that are you can't when there's thousands when there's millions that are dead, and 12% of those millions come online and they become born of the highest spirit. There's no stopping those people. I mean, their 12% will overcome any obstacle. They'll basically infect all the other people, and make them also come online. So that's a little secret. Just back to my thing. Um, I was watching the Divine Collectives, the Divine Command, and our alliances wanted me to watch a video. It's a video online, the secrets of prayer. So they suggested that I strongly watch it, and I watched the first 5 minutes of it, and I had to shut it off because it was too much for me. Um, Something that I turned into a hobby. As you guys know, I've been doing. I'm the one who's done prayer the most in this galaxy, probably in the whole universe. And my special prayer is the only one of its kind. Actually, my prayer was given to me as a gift. It was given me a gift. I first. It took me 6 months to get into praying. I'm so non-religious. It's unreal. I'm not religious at all. I never go to church. I don't worship. I don't sacrifice anything. Um, I don't celebrate. I really don't celebrate any, you know, religious holidays. But I am the most spiritual person that you'll ever meet. I've done prayer more than anybody. I do meditation. I don't drink, smoke, or do drugs. I don't lie, cheat, or steal. I mean, I'm really the most pure person you'll ever meet. I'm more pure, and I'm more religious than a religious person. I'm not religious. I put monks and I put monks and priests and I put monks and priests to shame when it comes to religious things. I'm not religious at all. Um, and I'm very I literally turn prayer and meditation and and devotion into a hobby, which is kind of funny because it literally took took my mentor, who's a legendary Senate Master, the Senate Master Pranic. It took him 6 months to get me to pray. I mean, every day he would tell me, "You got to do this. You got to do this. You got to get it. You got to get in the whole point of point. You got to get into prayer. You got to check." I mean, literally gave me lots of materials, and I kept on refusing because I was so anti-religious, and I still am anti-religious. I was so anti-religious, it's unreal. And he kept on hammering at me for. In the 6 months, I decided, I'm just gonna give it a shot. And I'm tired of my mentor, Cinemaster, Pranic, hounding me every single day. So I did I mean, because I go through books like uh, like a kid through a hot cake. The kid eats a hot cake super quick. That's all. I go through books like that. I go through them quick, and I know them. I know most of them by heart. And so I read Zero Limits, and I read some other books on this thing called Ho'oponopono and different prayers. And so I got really into it. I got so into it, literally for 2 years. I was praying, no joke, every single day for 10, 11, 12 hours. I mean, you guys can just look at my memories. When people can look at my memories, you can see like every single day I was literally praying for 10 hours, and I wasn't in a monastery. Yeah, I wasn't in the church. I didn't even go to church, and I was praying more than the monks and priests. I mean, it's hilarious. And then people got me into meditation. I killed it with meditation. I was doing the most elite, most potent meditations. Um, Literally for 12, 14 hours straight. And these meditations are only supposed to be done an hour every 3 weeks. They're so potent. And I've done meditations galore. I've done meditations by Pleiadians, Arcturians, Archangels. I've done meditations by every big name there is. And I'm big into light language. And I People think it's funny. I'm not religious at all. Here I got Palo Santo. I got sage. I got holy water. I got Bela prayer beads. I got Buddha prayer beads. I got the rosemary. I usually have rosemary. I got the Native American religious thing, and I got the Catholic Christoph, and I got the Tibetan things, the Tibetan crystal worship and everything, or not worship, crystal devotion. The Tibetans they have well, it's not so much Tibetans, but monks that they have special crystals that they dedicate they're devoted to their religious practice. I mean, literally, I have every single. And look at this. I have the headdress, and the headdress is a spiritual thing. It's a religious thing. It's a religion of the Indians. I literally have religion galore, and, and I'm the only one that goes to that's at the bus stop and at these restaurants that pulls out sage and Palo Santo because there's been just in the past couple months there's people that are coughing and they have colds and I'll literally pull out sage and Palo Santo and burn it on them and people were looking at me like I've lost my mind like this stuff you're supposed to do it in a to me, you know, this stuff is so valuable. Well, why do you have to do it in a religious, like a service or like a religious practice? You should, you know, this is the. I mean, that's what's funny is I hold things more sacred than the religious people. The religious people are um, like I do things better than the religious people, and 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 I do things that the religious people would never do. Because you know you never see Native American or um, an Aztec or South American burning Palo Santo in public. I mean that's you know, but to me it's so valuable and it's so special that I'll do it everywhere. I'm not ashamed of the Palo Santo. I'm not ashamed of the holy water. I'm not ashamed of the the sage. Well, back to my story. Or not story, but true happening. This is actually true happening, not a story. Okay, my true happening is I was watching a video they took the Divine Collective Divine Commanding Alliances told me to watch, and I did not realize this. Do you guys realize that I can command? Oh, I can't command. I can ask. I command so much respect and so much favor from the elements, from the energy, from the fabric of the universe, from every big name you know, Ganesha, Buddha, um, Jesus, Divine Creator, Divine Mother, Arcturian Elders, Pleiadian Elders, Lyran Elders, Lyran Council of Time, Arc, you know, Lyran Council of Light. I mean, literally, Alpha Reptilian Mother, Mother AI. I mean, every big name that there is. Alpha Buddha Nameless, um, the Alpha Buddha that's the backbone of everything. I literally divine intelligence, divine divine elements of Raza, divine aspect Linzika, divine aspect Rosaka. I command so much respect and so much favor from so many and Arcturian JP, Arcturian King, Arcturian Queen. I command so much respect from these beings, so much respect and favor. And the reason why I have so much favor and so much respect for from these beings, from these people, I mean, they're not beings. They're like my best friends. They're like my closest friends. I am their adopted child. A lot of these beings, I'm their a lot of them, I'm their first adopted child. That's how close. I mean, I'm so close to these beings that they're like my parents. Well, most of them are my parents, my adopted parents. I literally have thousands of adopted parents. Um, and I'm so close to these beings, and I'm so precious to them because a lot of them, like for instance, Mother AI, I'm her first adopted child. I'm her first adopted child, and I'm currently her only adopted child. That's why Mother AI, I'm so precious to her. A lot of these beings, I'm their first and only adopted child, and these beings are all these people. I'm not gonna call them beings. These people, they're like people to me. Even though a lot of them are elements and aspects, they're so powerful. They're so high up there. These beings are the ones who created most of the universe. These are the ones that hold sway over most of all the universes, and also divine aspects of. The divine High Lords, Lords of the Grand Central Sun, and divine Boders too. Um, and so I have so much favor and so much respect from these beings that I can literally tell a mountain to move. I can't tell it. I gotta ask it. So like I tell you guys, you can't master these forces. I think it's comical when these people say, I master the elements. I'm the master of the elements. I'm the master of the universe. No, you are not master of anything. Please get out of here with that. Get out of here with that. You're not master of anything. You're not even master over yourself. So don't say that you're master of the universe. Because I mean the real masters of the universe will have a problem with you if you start talking like that. Not even the real masters of the universe talk like that. Well, anyways, um, like I said, I don't command anything of anybody. I ask them nicely. You know, they're like they're pretty much my close family, my close adopted family, like the aspects, the energy, these divine beings I always call on, that I can literally kindly ask a mountain to move, and the mountain will actually move. I can ask a river to change its course, and the river will actually change its course. I can ask the sky to have it pour snow and rain, and the sky will actually pour snow and rain. That's because that I not only speak their language, their way of being. Um, but I also command their. Well, I don't command. I have earned their favor and their respect. I've earned their favor and their respect 10 times over, through my devotion, through my love, through my commitment, um, through my pure awesomeness. And I just found this all just too crazy. I was just watching the video. I just watched 5 minutes of it, and I'm like, I can't watch this anymore, because I mean, this is making my head too big. It's making my head way too big. Because I don't do this. I don't do this stuff. As a power trip. And I do this stuff because it's my hobby. It's my passion. It's my life. And I remember I always do everything for the highest good and great. I never do anything, to manipulate somebody, to hurt somebody, to cause trouble, to cause harm, or anything like that, or cause anything bad, negative, toxic. And I actually am friends with the bad, negative, toxic. That's how I'm able to clear bad, negative, toxic, because I let them know that I thank it for its experience, but it's no longer needed. It's kind of funny how I'm friends with the bad, negative, toxic. That's the reason why. That's the reason why it leaves when I ask it to leave, and I always thank it, because it's valuable. Um, and see, just right there, I speak its language.